Imagine waking up at 60, looking in the mirror, and realizing you've spent 40 years building a life you didn't even want. You chased the promotion, you bought the bigger house, and you waited for someday to be happy. But now, someday has arrived. And your body is tired, and the people you did it all for are gone or busy. What if I told you that the most painful regrets of the elderly aren't the things they did, but the things they were too afraid to stop doing? Tonight, I am sharing the 7 Stoic secrets I learned far too late. If you are 40, 50, or even 60, listen closely. Because the clock isn't just ticking, it's fading. Are you actually living, or are you just waiting to die? The invisible thief, control. The first lesson: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. I spent decades worrying about what my boss thought, what the neighbors said, and what the economy would do. Seneca, the great Stoic, taught that we should divide our lives into 2 piles: what we control and what we don't. Think of a ship captain. He cannot control the storm, the height of the waves, or the direction of the wind. If he screams at the clouds, he is a fool. His only job is to manage the sails and the rudder. At 60, I realized I spent my life screaming at the clouds. Stop trying to fix people who don't want to be fixed. Stop worrying about a future that hasn't happened. Manage your sails, and let the storm be. The temple of bone and spirit, health. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable." In my 30s, I traded my health for wealth. In my 60s, I would give every penny I earned just to have the knees of a 30-year-old again. We treat our time like it's an infinite well, but it's a leaking bucket. I spent 60 years being nice to people I didn't even like. I went to dinners I hated and stayed in conversations that bored me. Imagine someone came to your house every morning and stole $500 from your wallet. You would call the police, right? Yet, we let people steal 5 hours of our day with gossip, drama, and negativity, and we don't say a word. Your time is your only non-renewable resource. At 60, no is a complete sentence. Use it. Wealth is a state of mind. True wealth is the ability to live fully without needing anything extra. I learned that the things I owned ended up owning me. The bigger the house, the more there is to fix. The more expensive the car, the more you fear the scratch. The ghost of the past. One of the hardest Stoic lessons is Amor Fati, the love of one's fate. Most 60-year-olds live in the "if only" prison. If only I had married the other person. If only I had taken that job. This is a slow poison. Stoicism teaches us that the past is indifferent. It is a ghost. You cannot change it, so why give it the power to ruin your today? You might be 60 today, or you might be 20. It doesn't matter. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius isn't about how long you live, but how you live the time you have left. Don't wait for another decade to pass before you start being yourself. Which of these 7 truths hit you the hardest? Is it the way you treat your time, or the way you fear the future? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. And if this reached your soul, subscribe. We are a community of those seeking wisdom before it's too late.